Hello everyone, it's Fat Man from the Holler, and as always, if you like my videos, hit like and subscribe. This video is going to be about the Senoob 26.5 flare gun. And the Senoob is a 26.5 flare gun. As you can see it in the picture, there's different businesses that sell it, and it's 100% legal to actually place inserts in. I'm going to click to a different window where you can see the inserts. Arms List sells it where you can shoot 45s, 410s through it. They have different ones that you can actually shoot different calibers through. And I'm going to click on another picture to show a little bit more. And this one, you can see you can shoot 410s, 12 gauge, 20 gauge, 410, 45, and even 22 and 38 through different inserts that are all purchased separately. And I know some folks may have never heard of the Senoob 25 or 26.5 Senoob and the inserts. It's actually pretty interesting because I like to look at a lot of different things, but when I'm going to produce content, I want to produce content that is 100% accurate and legal for anyone to purchase, where there's no legal technical issues or anyone would initially get hurt financially or physically from the product that I'm going to speak of. And I have not initially been able to purchase one because the Senoob 26.5 roughly runs around $225 to $300 range. And then each one, the inserts, I mean, I've seen inserts, they range from anywhere from like 30 to 75 bucks, and they're not semi-auto, they're actually single shot, and they're pretty good. And if you look at some of the places I've looked through, different websites and stuff, different companies make inserts for different guns. Like, you can get an insert from one of the companies I looked up, an insert you can stick inside of a 12 gauge single shot to make it shoot 9mm and that kind of stuff. And I mean, there's other guns that are produced to be like this are actually very more expensive. So if you're just like target shooting, etc., you can do this. But the guns that I'm speaking of is like Encore and Thompson Centerfire, where you can change the barrel to 12 gauge, 30-30, and it's a single shot as well. And you can just mount different barrels in each different barrel. I mean, the gun itself's probably going to range from anywhere, I'd say from around 350 to up to maybe 800, and each interchangeable barrel is going to run probably, I estimate probably around 300 to 600 per barrel. An initial way to make it a little bit financial stable to actually purchase one, if you can get like on the website of Arms List or a gun company or go to a gun show, you might have to spend initial more purchasing one of these firearms, but they come with additional barrels if you can get them at a gun show, and that type of stuff's legal. To save money is kind of like me buying a shotgun for say 300, 350, and then having to buy a slug barrel versus buying a gun like a Mossberg 500, let's say as an example. Instead of having to buy additional barrels, I buy a gun that's a combo, and I might, instead of spending 300, I might initially spend anywhere from like, I don't know, 450 to 650, but it comes with a slug barrel and an extra barrel from the beginning. Because when you start buying interchangeable barrels and doing certain gun modifications, especially with the barrels, when you're doing that, sometimes the barrels initially cost as much as purchasing a firearm. So some people will just buy another gun for slugs, but me on a budget, what I would do if I wanted a slug gun, I'd just buy me a single shot type New England or a cheap break action shotgun so I could shoot slugs. The only problem with that is if you buy a break action, you're just going to be able to shoot like a Savage slug, non-rifled slug, versus if you want to shoot and purchase it, you can buy a rifled slug barrel where the rifle slug actually has better accuracy as it spirals out of the barrel through the riflings. So it gives you much more accurate range when you're firing. And so, because when you're just shooting a slug, it's just like a regular shotgun, just projecting the projectile with the powder out versus having riflings. And it basically looks like a hollow point when it comes out, so it has accuracy. So I'll just keep this short, but this is just some different gun modifications and a little bit of idea for folks that maybe never seen these items, or for those who seen them and like them. But anyway, that is all.